So what is the significance of declaring a pandemic?
Well, look, the government, both federal and state and territories, have already been acting as if we are in a pandemic. So if you think of some of the measures that they've announced, like the $2.4 billion for the pop-up clinics, the telehealth, all those sort of measures are designed to test as many people as possible to get them isolated. The WHO announcement is really just a recognition that there is sustained transmission in a number of countries. In Australia, we still have a limited number of cases and a limited amount of community transmission, but there has been a big spike in New South Wales, an extra 12 cases overnight. So let's hear from the New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian.
There are now 77 cases of coronavirus in New South Wales, so there has been an increase overnight. And I also want to let our citizens know there is no need to panic, there's no need to massively change what you are doing, but it's not business as usual. We are asking everybody to take extra precautions.
So, Sophie, what other measures could be introduced in Australia?
Yeah, look, I think the next thing we'll look at would be education. The Federal Education Minister, Dan Tehan, has flagged maybe closing some schools or extending the school holidays that are happening after Easter. What's likely to happen, though, is that it'll be it won't be an Australia-wide measure. He's said it's more likely to be on a case-by-case basis. So looking at areas where they've got a hotspot, they've got a number of cases. The other thing is universities. If you look at the US, a lot of the universities now are closing their campuses. So the unis here will be making contingency plans. So they're the really two areas that I think we'll need to be looking at.
And just remind us again who's most at risk.
Look, it's really important to remember, for 80% of the people who get this virus, it'll be a mild illness, but it's the elderly and people with chronic conditions that are most at risk. And you mentioned about Tom Hanks getting the coronavirus. He's actually got type 2 diabetes, and so diabetes is a risk factor. So while he wouldn't necessarily fall into the category of older, he definitely does have a chronic health condition. So again, the elderly, if you're sick, don't go to visit someone in aged care. That's the group that we're most worried about.
Tom Hanks filming on the Gold Coast at the moment, so he's here in Australia. I guess he is self-isolating as we speak.
Let's hope so.
Sophie, thank you.